Think about this. In essence, he turned $4,000 into $15,000. Now, if he had used the $4,000 to pay the $10K, he still would owe $6,000 in debt. Which means now he got to come up with another $6,000 to pay off the $10,000, and he's missing on plays that he could have been using to pay off the $10K. Are we making sense here? So we understand that logic. Who say, let's lay that low out for the land. So I am not the person who feels like you, again, this is a Traps perspective only. This is not law. This is not the golden rule. There's many different ways to skin a cat. Dave Ramsey say, don't be in no debt before you invest. And guess what? That has built him a $200 million empire. And he's actually helped a lot of people who follow that philosophy. So that means it works. I am saying I don't believe that you have to do that. So last week, we was in 30 plays altogether. I got out of probably 12 plays. But the reason behind it was I didn't have enough cash. I only had like maybe $13,000 on the side. And so I said, okay, the market is down 6 days straight. Going from last Friday. The market had went down 6 days straight. And I said, okay, we have to position for the pop, right? When the market just regulates. And so I went into the Patreon and I said, hey, y'all, I'm about to get out of these plays. And I gave the reason why we getting out of the plays. I'm getting out of plays not to exit to some of the plays we just cut losses on. Like, yo, let's cut a loss on like the KLEC play. I was like, yo, let's just cut a loss on that play. Like, it is what it is. Qualcomm, let's just cut a loss on that play. There's just no need to hold that no more. And I said the next time Berkshire turns green, I was gonna get out of it. I got out of the Berkshire play that day. Got up. We was up like $6,000. We got out of the play. Literally came back Monday, Tuesday. It was down. So I was good. I got out of the play. We got out of a couple other plays because we just wanted to have green. But when I get out of a play, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get out of a play, right? And that's why I give the reason to my people. This is why I'm getting out of the play so I can get cash. So I remember a couple people was like, man, Trap, I should have never got out of my CrowdStrike play. I was like, I didn't, you don't have to get out of it. I need the cash because my goal is not to add no more money to my account, right? My goal is not to add $0 to that account. It's to only use market money. That's it. The goal is to only use market money. I'm not taking, let me squeeze an extra 20,000 here. No. The goal is to only use profits. And I always want people in the Patreon to understand that. You don't have to get out of a play because I get out of it, especially when I tell you I'm getting out of it to take profit because I need some more cash. Also with the Patreon, I gotta tell y'all, bro, and it's real talk, I need y'all to truly pay attention to this, right? Like, you don't have to be in every play that I'm in. That's key and that's essential. I know some of the times the people in the Patreon, they try to get in every play, or they think because I put the play in, they won't get in that play. And they like, damn, dog, I'm in this play. I couldn't get
FOMO real, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And so you don't have to have, maybe I'm gonna put that in a group tomorrow. You don't have to have FOMO behind a play. You know what I'm saying? Because I go into every play with the idea, somebody say, no, pay your debt down with the other money. You shouldn't be in the market with
Somebody
debt.
was asking a question about, they was like, yo, I'm in debt.
I totally disagree with that. I totally disagree with that idea. And I'll give you an idea on why I disagree with that idea. I'm not Dave Ramsey.
I'm going to give it context. They said, Trap, I owe $10K in debt. I'm up $15K. Should I pay the full 10 and flip the 5K, or just pay half the debt and keep flipping the option money?
So watch this. That means he got into watch this. That means, so he's $10K in debt. Watch this. He's 10K in debt, right? So that means he started playing the options game when he had debt. I'm all right with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. And here's why. Because if you use the 10 grand, to pay off the debt, now you don't got no money to pay the options game. You can use the money to play the options game and pay off the debt and still have principal left to stay in the options game. Yeah, so right now, let's say this, right now, he is, write this down. So right now, he is 10 grand in debt. Ask him how much did he initially start with to get into that play. Ask him how much did he start with. I'm telling you to ask him like he can't hear me. And your silly ass about to start typing. And look what he doing. He's so like he like to look.
I was about to type that.
Like the person can't hear. Like the man can't hear us, you hear me? Like he can't hear us saying it. He about to. That's my dog. That's my dog. Look, he just took the assignment and went. My dog took the assignment and went. That's what I'm talking about. Execute first, think later, baby. I like it. All right, so watch this. So is it 4K? That's the answer? Okay, watch this. So D, he said, I started with 4K. Now look at this. Think about this. In essence, he turned $4,000 into $15,000. Now, if he had used the $4,000 to pay the 10K, he still would owe $6,000 in debt. Which means now he got to come up with another $6 grand to pay off the 10 grand, and he's missing on plays that he could have been using to pay off the 10K. Are we making sense here? So we understand that logic. We say, let's lay that low out for the land. So I am not the person who feels like you, again, this is a Trapp's perspective only. This is not law. This is not the golden rule. There's many different ways to skin a cat. Dave Ramsey say, don't be in no debt before you invest. And guess what? That has built him a $200 million empire. And he's actually helped a lot of people who follow that philosophy. So that means it works. I am saying I don't believe that you have to do that. I just think you have to be strategic. So here's what I'd say. He took the 4,000 and made 15,000, which means he is actually up $11,000. Here's what I would do. I would take the 4K from the 11K and put that on that. Because that's the initial 4K you started with. Initial 4K you started with. I wouldn't take half. Because that chops down the principal that you're going to have to make another play. I would take that 11K. So he got 15K in total, 11K profit. So people are going to say, what about the taxes? What about the taxes? You don't have to pay taxes right then and there. You pay taxes at the end of the year. We keep acting like we got to pay taxes right then and there. You pay taxes at the end of the year. And that's why you go to somebody and say, hey, once you start investing, here's the thing. Let me say this. This is a side note, Jose. Once you start playing this game, yeah, Trap, what it was 20% on the interest. That don't matter to me because you dealing with a machine that print money. You got to change your philosophy. You dealing with a machine that print money. You're not using earned income that you worked your job for. You're dealing with a machine that prints money at a high level. All you got to do is be diligent hands build wealth. So, and again, I hope this goes viral and I hope a bunch of people don't like what I'm about to say. You know why? Because it's okay. It's okay. Because everybody thinks about money differently. Everybody thinks about money differently. How many people would use their money would have said, okay, I got 6 weeks to go make $800 and something thousand, and when it got $800 and something thousand out the stock market using a down payment on a building. You know what most people saying? Bro, you gotta pay capital gains on that. So what? I'm dealing with the show don't start till the coin drop. Now we starting. Guess what though, Jose? Most people would have said, no, I'm not going to get $850 out the market because I got to pay capital gains on that. That's $200 and some thousand in capital gains. Guess what? I'm going to go get $1 million cash to put in the building, and the $1 million cash offsets the capital, what I took out the building, and then the building then becomes the depreciating asset for the next couple years. It's just how I'm playing a game from the perspective of I can always print money from the machine. I'm playing a game from that perspective. I'm not playing a game from the perspective of, man, I gotta pay taxes. So what? Go print some more money in the machine. The machine don't have an off switch. Our perspective is, because you're making money, the first thing somebody gonna say to you is, what about capital gains taxes? If I gotta pay high capital gains, that just means I'm making money. Let me keep making money.
But real talk, that is a lot of, I mean, I went through that myself. That's a lot of financial trauma that we've been.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, pay your debt.
100%.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Man, taxes. What did Jesus say? Pay Caesar what Caesar is due. I'm not running from you, Uncle Sam. If you want the high tax bill, cool. I got two things to do. I can go make some more money, or I can figure out how you reward people that's in this tier of class that's paying these kind of taxes, and understand what do I gotta do to be the person who utilizes this tier the best.